Happy Wednesday.
Hey,
everybody.
I have to share the show, everybody. I have to share the show on my page. And that's what I'm doing right now. Bam, there it is. Okay, look, it's Wednesday. We looking good. Everybody feeling good. Look, can I tell y'all this?
Go ahead, right ahead and tell us.
I had a long day.
Oh,
I had a long day. I just want y'all to know that. So, and right before the show, everybody else besides Diane and Tackles, they know already. I was eating just 30 seconds before we dropped out. I was
okay. Hey, Karen.
It's Wednesday and I'm so excited. I don't care that day was long, but I am super pumped today. I don't know why. I just got a second win and I'm ready to get it in with my girls, the ladies of lyrics. So if you're out there, hi Karen, how are you? Go ahead and say hi. Hello, what's up? What's happening, ladies? Happy Wednesday and welcome to Ladies and Lyrics.
Happy Wednesday.
It's us. It's Diane, Ty, and Devonia, the ladies of Ladies and Lyrics. And we are excited. What is the 13th today? And it's October.
Yes.
I can't believe how fast this year is going by. It's just like we're gonna be in Christmas in a minute. Yeah. So if you're out there, go ahead and shout out to us. And let me ask, I just share how I'm doing, which I'm doing fabulous. Because I just got a second win. How y'all doing, Ty and Diane? Wait a minute. Wait before you answer that, Diane.
Okay, I'm not gonna say a word.
We gotta let her jump in there first. Ty, welcome back. We missed you so much last week.
Yes, we did.
This week. Go ahead and just tell everybody because I know they probably were concerned. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I'm not gonna say nothing negative. I'm gonna say I'm feeling great.
Okay.
Life is happening right now for me. I'm gonna just say that. But because I am a resilient human being, God gave me great strength. God has really, and I think sometimes when we're in seasons of our next level, like right around the corner, I think that's when everything just start going haywire. Just to so you can prove to yourself the level of tenacity that you have. And I think that is what I'm going through right now. So I'm not a phony human being. Like, I don't know how to fake the funk. I'm not that type of person that knows how to do that. I wear my feelings and my emotions and everything on my sleeve, as they say. So, yeah. But I'm at the end of the day, I'm great. I
You look great. Okay. You know how that goes when you right there, and it's like, how bad do you want it? Are you really hungry? What is that speaker name? His name is Eric. I can't think his name. He's from Chicago.
You're talking about Eric. I was just watching him on Instagram.
Eric Thomas.
Eric
Thomas. He say, how bad do you want? Do you want it as bad as you want to breathe? That is so heavy because sometimes when we are going on a new journey, it's like giving birth to a baby.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, sometimes you want to give up, but when you're giving birth, you can't just say, forget it, stop. I don't want the baby to come. I want the pain to stop. You got to keep pushing, and Ty, that's what you're doing. We proud of you. We here to support you. We missed you.
It's funny that you say that too, because I was just listening to a TD Jakes sermon, and he was talking about, he was basically talking about how you respond when you're in a moment of transition. And he was like, sometimes greatness comes, God be, not he didn't even put it to say that God won. He just said your character and how you are when everything is going crazy determines like what you have, like the outcome and what you have when it's time for you to be blessed and all of that. I know I'm not giving it justice to the way he did it or the way he said it, but like TD Jakes really have been ministering to me these last few weeks of my life. So his sermons have really been very encouraging.
Yeah.
So we gotta hold on, I remember when I was starting the journey of being a speaker and a life coach and just working on myself and just feeling like Like, God, why you chose me? Nobody want to listen to me. You know, what do I really have to offer? And it's so easy to say, forget everything and just throw it up in the air, you know. But then when we just hang in there and slowly but surely, God gives us a glimpse of it. Because sometimes it feels like we're in the dark, you know.
Hey,
Hi.
Cassandra. Hey, she says, you ladies exude strength. It's overflowing. Someone needs to hear this testimony. Thank you. She said, my bad, y'all. I just woke up and I'm pumped up. Amen. Come on.
Yes,
You
yes.
better
We love it.
say
Yes. Come on, Cassandra. Yes.
thank you, Cassandra. I
Yes.
love that.
She
You
just
just
took
gave
me
me
to
Yes.
level
permission
11.
in
I
that.
was already on 10, but now I'm just,
Yes.
yes.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Sandra.
And, you
Man,
know,
hey, ladies, another good evening. Hey,
it's,
Rula.
hey, Eula, you know, it's hard us being women because we also have to take care of our household. So we are working. Some of us have jobs. We starting businesses. We wear so many different hats, and when we're doing something that we love, it is just like, God, why is it so hard? And he said, I'm giving you one touch of my favor. No one could touch you the way that God touches you, how he just transformed everything. And it's like, oh my God, really, God, here come all these blessings. And it's like, I'm trying to catch them all, and we just got to be able to hang in there and just know that quitting is not an option. I'm super proud of you. I know it's not easy because you are totally 100% an entrepreneur, and you showing us what it looks like, and just hang in there. With the grand opening or the grand whatever it is, I'm gonna be there. If I'm here or I'll be in Chi-Town, I'm here to support you because I believe in you, Ty, and you're gonna do it. It's not easy, but we're here to help keep you up and keep you lifted and know that it's all worth it, because people are waiting for you. I'm gonna just say this one thing and I'm gonna pass the mic. You know, there's times, in life that we do things, right? And we think that what we're doing is for us sometime, but it's for someone else, that we are someone's answer. So you not giving up. There's a ladies that's waiting for you because you're their answer. And when they put their hair on and that beauty, but you're going to even give them more than the hair. It's going to be so much to offer. So you are someone's answer. So don't give up, because if you do, they're not going to get what they need to go to their next step in their life, because only you could give it to them. I feel that God has appointed people to come directly in our life, and you are the only one that can give them that. So you do not give up. You have so many batons to pass to the next sister. And I really, really mean that. We are the answer. Yes,
My pastor says one man's obedience is tied to so many destinies, something like that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's
But
a scripture.
you just
Mhm.
being obedient to
That's
what
it.
you're called to do. If you're not obedient, then you're like Diane saying, you're keeping something that God has for you. And I'm gonna say this last thing about that. I believe that everything that what's in us is supposed to be shared with everybody. I believe that the gifts God has given us are supposed to be shared with other people.
Absolutely.
You are supposed to serve your
Mhm.
gifts to the world. And like
Absolutely.
Miles Monroe used to say, die empty. I believe that. I just do.
Yes,
And
I'm
I'm,
with
and,
you.
and I believe that you have to, like, that's why we're here. We
Yep.
don't have these gifts and these testimonies, because you have a testimony, to keep to ourselves. They are to help and inspire and motivate other people to get them to the next level.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Amen.
Sometimes I say to myself, the things that I went through, it really had nothing, it really has or haven't had anything to do with me. He had to use me in this way to be able to help somebody else be free, stop them from going across that bridge. So it's like making sacrifices, right? So, I can honestly say that I know the reason why I was born. I can
Amen.
honestly say that. I get full when I think about it. But I can honestly say that. I can honestly say that I know that I'm here to serve women that have been through various forms of abuse. And God, as I get older, He continues to add to my story. Now I'm showing women what it looks like to be on the other side of losing a mate, you know, and it doesn't always mean that they have to leave the earth, but just departing from a relationship. It's a death that is formed. So I know my reason. And even if I might not be doing it in the form that other people think that I should, God, bring people in my life. Whenever I go out, I don't meet a stranger. I don't, but they are all God appointed. So we just got to continue to do what we're doing. We
Yeah.
do, you know, and I said that, but that was all for me. I'm sorry, guys.
No, I love that. You said when I meet people, I don't meet a stranger. I never saw it in that way. You know, I never, because even the Bible says just be aware that sometimes when you meet a stranger, you could actually be entertaining angels. And it's just like I love the way you just put that. So yeah, I think y'all are just dropping nuggets today. I'm gonna have to go back to watch the replay so I can write
Okay.
down the nuggets.
Because I'm telling you, I have been working, and I just tried to eat before here, and I've been working, but I'm like, but something has just energized me. I just got this whole new burst of energy just coming on, seeing Ty and then seeing Diane, and then being here with everybody. Can we go back to one thing Cassandra said, and before we leave this, I'm gonna share what Pastor Hannah sent today.
Yes.
She said something about fear.
Yeah, she said, and the fear you feel is normal. What's on the opposite side of that fear is amazing,
Yes.
even more amazing than what you already are. Amen.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Hi, Valerie. I didn't say good evening, Valerie.
Yeah,
Hi,
Valerie said
Valerie.
we have to let our light shine to let others see the light. Amen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Got to be the
Absolutely.
light in the midst of this darkness, you know. I mean, yeah, I just believe that that's why we're talking.
You know what? Okay, so I listened to this other pastor too. He said something so profound. I watched this yesterday, and he was talking about us being a salt of the earth, right? And he said a lot of times we try to salt what's already salted, or he said, or the analogy he used is imagine you being in the you salt and you being in the shaker, and all you doing is shaking around in the salt shaker. You're not effective like that because you amongst people, you amongst your own already. You don't become effective until you come out of the salt shaker.
Absolutely.
Salted. So, it blew my mind the way he put that.
Because location is important. Where you are, and where you're trying to serve is important. One of the whole reasons why I came back home, because I believe this is where I was in North Carolina with Diane.
It was
this scenic view and chilling and kicking back. But I came back to Chicago because I believe there is a place where you're supposed to serve. It matters.
Absolutely.
It matters where you are. Okay, y'all ready for Pastor Hannah's word for today?
Yes.
All right. He said, wait, I gotta get my glasses because this makes me feel good. And I'm like, yes, okay. Gotta look like the librarian. Here we go.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you can't share your dreams with everyone. Joseph thought sharing his dreams with his brothers was a safe space, but unfortunately it wasn't. His sharing caused him to be stripped, thrown into a pit, and sold into slavery. Pray before you speak. And if you are not released, don't even say a word. And say, love you, Pastor Hannah. So sometimes we want to tell everybody, share this big news, and we think that the people that we're sharing with are going to be happy for us. Sometimes that's not the case. We have to be careful who we're sharing our vision with, because those people might be jealous. They might be throwing salt on you. They might, oh, you can't do X, Y, and Z. So just be careful who you share your vision with. That's a word.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then people can be so familiar with who they think or know of you as.
There you go.
When God does give you a big vision or He gives you something new, they just can't fathom that you can be this person because they way too familiar with you. That's why it do be we're not gonna call them strangers. We gotta find another word because Diane just shut that whole thing down. But that's why it does be people who don't know you, but it's like they see something about you and they can believe in the vision that God has given you because they're not familiar with you,
Absolutely. And we don't have. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead.
I was trying to remember what I said, Diane. It just threw me off. And a lot of times, Ty, what you say? Go ahead, Diane. I lost my whole train of thought. It'll come back to me.
I was just going to say that, people get familiar with the old you. Mm-hmm. They don't want to accept the new you because they don't see what God's doing in their own life, right? So they don't have the positive to give to you to be excited for your happiness. And those are also not the people that God anointed to be in, you can't share with everybody. You got to hold on to it because sometimes when you share, I know sometimes when I do, sometimes I'll be thinking like, oh, they think I can't do this. Oh, they think that it's too. I start doubting myself because they know me. But if I'm going to someone that don't know me, they're like, okay, it's no vested interest. It's no uncomfortability. I just feel like I could just really just lay it all down because there's no judgment because you don't know the me from yesterday.
Mm-hmm. So I remember a lot of times those people, I hear a lot of people say, oh, the people I know who I thought would support me, they didn't support me. I hear that a lot. I even experienced that when I wrote my children's book. Like the people that you think would be like, hey, this. Now, I'm not going to say that a lot of people didn't because a lot of my people did. But you expect certain people and then you're disappointed because they don't support you. I hear that a lot. You get the most support from people who do not know you. That's what you're going to get. So don't look for people. Don't be disappointed. You don't be disappointed. Don't be angry, mad, all of that. They're not supporting you. It's okay. It's okay.
Absolutely. Because you know what? Sometimes their job is just to be who they are in your life. If it's your sister, maybe she just needs to be just your sister and y'all do the sister thing. If it's a girlfriend and y'all go out on Fridays and y'all eat, she might not be at this. She might not buy. And it's okay to accept people for who they are in your life and let them be in that place and be comfortable and not put pressure on them and even making them feel uncomfortable, because I don't think that they don't want to support you. That's just not their job to support you. God has appointed your support already.
Yeah,
you just said it. It's not their job.
It's not their job.
It's not their job, and we think that sometimes. I want to look at Cassandra's comment. Then we're gonna move on because it's
Cassandra she been on it. Something got us into it today. So she said, "I hate the world is like that, especially when I'm the type of person that celebrates everyone like I would celebrate myself." And I'm like that too. I'm that type of person too. As well. Like I will, if I can make it, if I can be a part or whatever I can do, I'm gonna support the best that I can. But then also I like you were saying, Devonia, and what Coach Diane said about it's not people's job. So some stuff I'm just not into. But I'm gonna support you, meaning I'm paying attention to what you're doing. So if I happen to hear somebody talking about they are in need of XYZ, I'm gonna say, oh, my cousin or my friend or my associate does what you need, you should reach out to them.
At the same time, Ty, though, support can look different ways.
Yeah.
So I may not buy from you, but I might tell somebody else about you. I might share what you said. I might refer you. I might just be in conversation and talk about it. There are so many different ways to support somebody, but I'm definitely that person, especially if it's something that has to do with money or my attendance. Those are two things that I could give you. Or I will give you some money.
Okay.
Or if you have an event and we're in the same space, I'm available. I'm there. So anyway, we got over our time because we've been just so excited. We've been excited.
Yes.
We get to the good music, the real talk with the dope women.
Yes.
But y'all ready for some good music?
Yes.
All right, let's get to it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to it. So tonight, I'm not gonna give her a whole big introduction. I think we've had a song I heard before. She's the eccentric, eclectic young lady, Erykah Badu. Her song that we're doing tonight was released in 2010. from the album New America Part 2. Okay, before I talk about it, wait a minute, I just want to know, did y'all watch the video? I had never seen it before, but I watched
Yeah, I've
it.
seen that video plenty of times.
Oh, okay. We got to talk about the video once we get to the song. Tonight's song is Window Seat by Erykah Badu.
Okay, hold on, y'all.
Out of town, so can I get a window seat? Hey, next to me, I just wanna take it out of town, look around, and make a count.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, Ty.
Yes.
I failed to let the people know that this is the second Wednesday of the month, and that means it's co-host choice, and this was Ty's choice. So Ty's gonna kick us off. Ty, tell us why you chose this song.
So I chose this song because this is the space that I'm in my life right now. I literally want a window seat. So okay, so the breakdown with this song, basically she's talking about all the stuff that she got going on in her life, but then she have moments where she just want to escape. She want to escape. She just want to go somewhere, be to herself, be by herself, and not be bothered with anything. Like what the chorus say. She said, can I get a window seat? Don't want nobody next to me. I just want a ticket out of town, a look around, and a safe touchdown. Like just to get into a place of just like not worrying about nothing, not caring about nothing, and this and that. But then also there's a longing. And then when she goes back into the other part of the chorus, where she says, but I need you to want me. I need you to want me. I need you to miss me. I need your attention. I need you next to me. I need someone to clap for me. So it's like, as an entrepreneur or as a creative, for me, this song resonates with me because I do have moments where life can be so overwhelming where I just want to go away. But then I know that once I'm away for a little while, I'm going to miss being a part of people. I'm going to miss people loving me. I'm going to miss people clapping for me. I'm going to miss being a part of other people's lives. I'm going to miss what I do as a whole. So that's the reason why I really chose this song, because it's personal for me right now. This song is a personal expression of how I'm feeling in life right now. And that's why I chose it. Yeah.
Does anybody else ever feel like that? Just like feel like I just want to escape. I'm talking to the everybody that's listening. Do you get moments like that where you just want to get away, and or do you have moments where you actually do that? Diane, do you want to go next, or do you want me?
Yes, I'll go. Yes, I feel like it's times when life is so heavy and you just want to get away from your surroundings. You just want to go somewhere. Sometimes I feel like that. I want to go somewhere with, I don't know nobody. Like you said, I want a window seat. I don't want nobody sitting next to me. Don't talk to me. Let me just fly high. You want to just, yeah, I just want to get away. And when she was talking, Ty, when you said, when she talked about, I just want you to hold me. Okay, let me find it. Hold on. Y'all laughing at me?
No,
today. This was my confirmation. Amen.
Like she was like, I need you to miss me.
Yeah.
You know, somebody to come get me. You know, like I need that support. You know, I need you to hear me. I need you to listen to me. But overall, I just need to get away. Like she said, Scotty, be okay. I mean, I just know sometimes how that, you know, how it is, especially when God have you in a place that it's nothing that you could do, and really nothing no one else could do. But you hoping, like, you know, hey, I'm over here. Could you help me? And God is like, be still.
Yep.
Be still. And you're like, you know what? I can't take this. I don't want to be in this space. I just want to run away. And, you know, even in the video, she wanted to be free. And she just didn't have any clothes on at all. Okay. And hey, Crystal, and
Diane,
I get that.
I stayed there the way you said that. Say it again, Diane.
And she have no clothes on at all. She just want to be
You
free.
just-
She just want to be free.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but I get it though. Sometimes you just, it's just it's this space is sometimes unexplainable. It is just the feeling that you sometimes you can't even call your good girlfriend and say, girl, I just want to run away. She'd be like, run away from where? Girl, you can't, you just need to just, for me, this is the time you want to be at the beach, at the ocean, because to me that is just so, water to me is freedom. And it's just like a calming, but it's like you just want to just get away, because only God, that's all I can say, is only God could 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 give you what you need, and you got to be patient. Ty, this was a good song for you.
can I?
It was a good song.
I'm gonna be very transparent.
So I'm hearing chimes. I'm hearing dog. And for once, it's not my dog. So
That was
Diane's song.
okay. That was Mocha Mocha, and the chimes was Kareem opening the door. We got to know it's just us over here in this here palace of mine. Okay, to make sure ain't nobody coming up
they're
in
playing
this.
some music today.
No, when you open the door, I didn't realize you could hear. Okay, we won't get into that.
It's okay. It's okay. I was just walking. I had to,
But okay, so on a serious note, I'm gonna be so transparent. Like 2 weeks ago, I was dealing with something, and anybody that knows me know like once I get free of something or once I've overcome something, then I tell the world. It's like it's no longer an issue for me or whatever. But it was like 2 weeks ago, I was just like really in a hurting space, and I I just was having moments where it was like I just wanted to just leave. And I mean like leave, not in a get in the window, get on the plane in the window seat. I just wanted to leave. I didn't want to be here. I felt like that would be the best way for me to escape because I was very overwhelmed with life at the time. But I knew, it's like I knew better. Like I knew, like I can't just leave. I got a son. I'm obligated to people in business. I got all of these different things, right? And but I really like. I literally had to fight my way out of that space, that mental space, that space of like I really just wanted to leave like and I don't and it made me think about people who do commit suicide and they feel like that's the only option because the pain and the trial can be so overwhelming that it's just like I just can't handle this. It's too much pressure. And Erica Badu said this part in the song that really made this is if I can explain it this way, this is how I would explain it. She said, so in my mind, I'm tussling back and forth between here and hustling. I don't want to time travel no more. And I really felt her in this song, especially with what I have been experiencing, because it's like God is shutting everything down for his purpose, but it's overwhelming because I can't control nothing. I
yeah.
can't control any of it. And so I just lately have been in a heart space for people who feel like me, but don't have a strong spiritual connection or don't have a strong support system or don't have anybody that they can really cling to help them get out of the space of I just want to leave. I made a post one day that my son, and I don't even think people really caught it. I said my son literally keeps me alive. So people don't understand what people go through personally. That's why we got to be kind to people because we don't
Absolutely.
know what somebody is going through.
Absolutely.
We don't know how people are dealing with just because you're a strong person. This is what I want to say about strong people because some strong people are so arrogant in their strength that and it's really a false arrogance, because I know you going through something that you ain't telling nobody about. I know you having thoughts that you ain't telling nobody about, but you want to just tell somebody, just be strong, as if it's something that's just so easy to do. No, one day I literally was at home and all I could do was pray. I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't get out the bed. I couldn't do anything that I was supposed to do that day. I didn't even take my son to school that day. That's how much I was in what I was in, because only the Lord was going to keep me here. Because
Yeah.
I had ideations, not to say that I felt like I believed that I was going to
Yeah.
Right.
whoop
The
on
thoughts
them,
are
but
strong.
they were in my mind.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you what the strength is right now, Ty, with you, is that the strength for you sharing your feelings that a lot of us have and we would never say anything. That's the strength. And I commend you for that. The zillion to say, but I want you to know, I don't care what time it is. You feel like that, call me. I'll be your life to get you through the other side. Your life in reference of words to just remind you of how important you are, and we need you on this earth.
Amen.
Okay? I love you.
I love you
Those
too.
feelings are real, and I have them sometime too. But people, we don't want to share that because people look at it as being weak. You know what I'm saying? And oh, she crazy. She talking about leaving here. No, it's real, especially in the climate and the time that we are living in now. So
Yeah.
we got to let people know it's okay, but reach out to your support. That's important. And talk to people where you feel safe and there's no judgment. So I
Amen.
just want to extend that to you, and I love you.
I love you
So
too.
you're not by yourself, okay?
Amen. And I don't believe that I'm by myself. I honestly don't believe that. This is just a time in life that I'm going through. That's something that I do
Absolutely.
understand, that this is a time in the life that I'm going through. And then also I acknowledge that sometimes you go through things that can't nobody even help you with,
That's
because
just
it's a
God.
God thing. It's a
Absolutely.
God thing.
Absolutely.
And you said so much. Like, first of all, let me tell you what I love about this show is that we are transparent, and we have said some things on this show that I 100. Why does this show exist? Because I believe Diane, Ty, and Devonia, somebody somewhere, God is going to use us to touch somebody and change somebody's life. Ty, the fact that you shared that with people here, like it's amazing. I'm grateful for you for being so transparent. And I'm feeling like, damn, I didn't know that you felt that bad. Like, we knew that you weren't that you
Right.
were not yourself, but I wish I had known. But like you just said, sometimes it's just God. We just need to get in those moments where it's just him and you, and only he is going to pull you out.
Yep.
That is your lifeline, and your son, because that's what pulled you through that. But the fact that you shared and said, I just didn't want to be here. Life was too overwhelming. And somebody else has felt like that before. Several people have just said, I felt like that
Absolutely.
too. I felt like that too. I've been there. So you're not by yourself. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
we'll
thank you for
get to some of the
sharing that.
comments.
Let's look
Yeah.
at some of the
So
comments.
Eula said yes, but where I'm now, I know that God has me right here for now. But my window seat is coming. We all need to escape sometimes. Yes, there is rest.
Yes.
I believe that God allows us opportunity to get rest. Erica Badu talking about wanting to get a window seat, not wanting nobody next to her, wanting to have a ticket out of town. That's justifiable. It's okay to have your moment where you just escape for a minute, regroup, refresh, revitalize yourself, and say, okay, I dealt with that. Okay, whatever, let me move on, right? We got a lot of comments. Okay, so Crystal said, she truly understands that feeling. Amen from Brenda. Karen says, hugs to you, Ty. Thank you, Karen. She said, trust him, and I've been there, and my sons have rocked their mom to stop crying. Your support is here, and yes, we do. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Cassandra says, Do you believe that it could be like a spiritual battle that's greater than us? I do believe that.
Mhm,
Yes.
mhm.
Since we all have a higher purpose that affects so many others, you are not alone. Showing weakness is a strength that many do not possess. Cry if you need to and scream, let it out. Absolutely. I cry
Yes.
all the time in my own personal space. I'm such a crybaby. Personally, in personal space. Brenda says, "Fuck God." Absolutely. And then Valerie says, "We all go through a season in our life because we are all working process."
And working,
Amen.
Yes.
All a working process. Amen. We
Yeah,
are
working
right. And
process.
and that's the wisdom that I love from God. It's that when you live long enough, you know that every day it's not gonna be up. You know that every season in your life is not gonna be up. We got mountains and we got valleys. And it's about what you do in that time in those seasons. It's what make you the greater person that you are when you get to the other side of those things, and I know that I have a calling and a purpose, which, something that I really recently, honestly, like fully embraced and fully accepted. Like I knew my calling was to women. I knew my calling was to healing, helping women heal from life situations. And one of my Instagram people, she pointed out to me, we be so caught up in healing on the physical and the spiritual level, but then we don't take the time out to really understand that we need to be emotionally healed as well and mentally healed as well. So I know my calling towards women to help to be a space for them to foster healing in their lives. But I was afraid to take on that responsibility because that's a great responsibility to be somebody's healing space. So and
I
I
wonder in this song, well, let me say this first. I think we all need to take a window seat at
yes,
some point. I think, especially as Black women, we are always. I'm just going to use the word on. Like we're always on. We're always on the stage performing. We are always a mother, a grandmother, a friend, a boss, an employee. Like we're always doing, busy, busy, going, working ourselves I mean, we do that. We just keep because we got this big old S on our chest to prove that we are a strong Black woman, and we don't take a window seat. We don't get away. I was wondering if this song, if she felt unappreciated.
Mm.
That's what I got from this. I'm like, does she feel that she's unappreciated and that all these things she just needs to escape and just and I could literally relate to her because literally I will get on a plane. I literally want to sit next to the window and I literally don't want anybody to
That's
talk
it.
to
That's
me.
me.
Literally, I do not. So this is figurative and literal for me. I promise you. When I get on that plane, I'm like this over here, like, okay, I'm saying don't talk to me. You over there. Because a lot of times I'm on a plane by myself. But I really think that window seat, that getting away and just breathing, enjoying, take some self-care, because I think that's what you're talking about, Ty, is telling women it's important to take care of all aspects of yourself, not just your physical, not just your spiritual, but your mental is important.
Absolutely.
And we forget about that and the other thing connected to that is if you're mentally ill, that can affect
Everything. Absolutely.
everything. So we have to stop getting that space where we feel like we always have to be on, we always have to be doing, we don't have time. Oh, I don't have time. Oh, I don't have time. You don't have time for yourself. You gotta
Yeah.
have time for yourself. You have to have time for or it's going to manifest itself in another way. So that's my
you know
whole
what?
feel about it.
Something just kind of came to me, and I don't know if she looked at it this way, but because of the state of being that I'm in life, I looked at this particular part as kind of like, you can look at this part as a prayer, or people praying for you. This is how I thought about it when she said, so she said, I don't want nobody next to me. I just want a chance to fly and a chance to cry and a long bye bye. But then she said, but I need you to miss me. Need somebody come get me. Need your attention. Need your energy. Yes, I do. Need someone to clap for me. Need your affection. Somebody say, come back. Come back, baby. Come back. And in my mind, that's just like, okay, I'm in this space, but my need for you is your prayer for me. Because sometimes when life happens, sometimes people can't fix the situation.
That
It ain't
absolutely.
nothing. It's just sometimes depending on what you're going through, it ain't nothing nobody can do to actually fix what the problem is. It just gotta kind of take its course and it gotta pass. But in the meantime, while I feel the need to withdraw myself so I can figure out how to deal with this, pray for me in the form of needing me, of missing me, putting your attention on me in your thoughts, praying for me. This song means a lot when you kind of looking at it from an abstract perspective, not just
Not
literally,
literal.
like abstract in so many different ways. Like, because she said at the beginning of the song, she said, "Oh, presently I'm standing here right now, but you're so demanding. Tell me what you want from me." So I
She's
agree
talking
with
to God.
her. She's like, look, it's kind of too much going on right now.
She talking to God. She talking to God. She talking to God.
She said, concluding, I'm concentrating on my music, lover, and my babies. It just makes me want to ask the lady for a ticket out of
Too
town.
much. It's too much. She just needs time out. Just
Yeah,
time
she said
out.
need a time out.
Can we take a time out? Can we? You know how they do in the games? Hey, time out. Yeah.
Yes,
We need to go back
absolutely.
and rethink this and get our strategy going again. Let's just do a time out.
Yes, we all need that.
That goes back to what I was saying. I feel like she felt overworked and unappreciated, and it's like, I need a break. If nothing else, if you're on here, please, 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 please take time out for yourself. I will sit in my house and not talk to anybody, be here by myself because I don't want to talk to anybody and I need some time by myself and I don't feel guilty about it. See, we do things like that and then we feel like, oh my God, somebody needed me. I should have answered my phone. Oh, let me look. Oh, so-and-so's calling. I should answer. I will at times, I won't answer my phone because if I had a long day and I'm tired and I really don't have the mental space to just have a conversation, then I take that time. So if you're on here, you know me. Yeah, sometimes I don't answer your phone calls, but I love you.
That's okay though, right?
It's okay.
Okay. So that's my thing about, okay, I ain't trying to, I'm not promoting it, but that's my thing right now when I'm dealing with people in their healing space. It's all about learning the perspective of a situation. It's like when you take stuff so personal as somebody not answering your call, you don't know what's going on with them.
Absolutely.
Now you done got all hung up. Now you got a secret grudge against somebody, all because one day they didn't answer their phone call because they needed to take a window seat.
Absolutely, but baby, let me tell you something. Some people that I call, they don't answer their phone. I get a little heated. I didn't hear my phone ringing. Look, I ain't hear my phone ringing. I ain't gonna call nobody names. I'm not gonna call nobody out on the show. I'm just saying, and I ain't talking about my two co-hosts. I'm just saying. But no, I do get it. Everybody needs that time, and how could you be there for someone else if you're not there for yourself? So the most important thing is self-preservation, and we miss that. We think that it's selfish, it's selfless. Take care of yourself first, because you cannot help anybody if you're not together. How are you going to help somebody else? So
and everybody got a right to feel like not being bothered.
Absolutely.
You got that right to feel
and
like
that's
not
okay.
being bothered right now. I just
okay.
do. Like if it's not life or death and you're not dying, you're not on fire, the house ain't on fire, like give me the right to not feel like being bothered right now because you don't know what I've been going through.
Absolutely.
But you said something. Don't take. It's nothing.
It's not personal.
With you. It's not personal. It's not that I don't want to talk to you. It means I need to take some time for myself. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. I get back to you, I will. But right now, I just need a moment, just a moment.
Valerie says that is the time to mention to listening to the inner person, a
Mhm.
conversation with God and having an open ear. You can't hear God with noise in your ear. Absolutely, Valerie.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You can't hear God with noise in your ear.
Your ear.
Now, Valerie, if you follow me on social media and you happen to see me make that quote, I'm gonna make sure I put your name, but I think I might use that.
She just gonna borrow it, Valerie.
I'm gonna
That's it.
borrow it from you, Valerie, but I'm gonna make sure I give you the credit because that was
Okay.
bomb. You can't hear God with noise in your ear.
That is good.
Absolutely.
That is
Yeah.
good.
So
If
Absolutely.
you're trying to hear from God and you listening to everybody else,
You can't.
are you really listening for God? Now, do I 100% believe that God uses God uses people sometimes when we're seeking, but there's sometimes when you just gotta get still and be quiet. You just need
amen.
your
Yep.
peace.
He just, yep, absolutely. He say, be still and know that I am God. So you
Yeah.
don't have to go and call somebody or answer or seek. He say, I'm right here. And I need you to be still and be at peace and take the window seat. Take that window seat so you can hear me when you get to the beach. Okay,
Amen.
when I get to the beach, let me say that. Okay.
Now I'm going
even
to the
if
beach
it's just
too.
a even if it's just a few minutes that you need a day, even if you take a day out of the weekend, some hours out of the weekend, just to be okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please do that for yourself. But
Yeah.
on that note,
On that note.
on
Yeah,
that note,
that
thank you
time
all
went
for
by so fast.
participating. And yeah, that
Yes.
was a good one. Thank you for choosing that song, Ty, and for
Yes. It
being
was a
so
great.
transparent. We really appreciate that. But we're
That
gonna
was
move on to what's going on.
Karen says when we go to the
We go
beach.
to the beach. Diane Karen said, "Do not leave her out."
that's my road dog. We always at the beach.
Yes,
I'm
and
going
we
to
gave
the beach.
Brenda a hallelujah confirmation. Amen.
Information.
So, okay, what's going on? Okay, so we got a really good question for what's going on that I am just, excited to talk about. Okay, so this question here for what's going on is, do you believe in the notion that opposites attract? I believe, okay, so since I'm going first, I do believe in the notion that opposites attract. I do. I think for me, when I'm dealing with, especially in romantic relationships, it's exciting and fun when I'm dealing with somebody who doesn't share the same things that I do because then they can teach me something or they can introduce me to new things or take me to new places or different things that I probably wouldn't have never discovered on my own because we are just so complete opposites. So for me, I do believe in that notion that opposites attract and that they should attract because I just personally like to be made aware of new things and have like personally I think this is just my personal opinion. I don't know how the men that have dated me feel, but I think my but I think part of my weirdness and sometimes eccentricness is something that actually is intriguing to them and has had them kind of like be more attracted to me because it's like that girl weird. That girl got some ways about her, but I don't know what it is. I like it.
Okay.
And it kind of makes me different, breaking up the monotony of just um of I guess a normal acting lady versus being in a relationship
A
with
normal acting lady.
I don't know what to say because I don't want you. I'm very aware of sometimes you can say things that could be offensive, and I don't mean to offend anybody, but I didn't know how else to put it.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, so I think I believe in the notions that opposites attract. Yes, what y'all think?
Diane, I'm gonna let you go next, and then I do want everyone that's listening to answer the question as well. What do y'all think? Do y'all think opposites attract? If you can comment while we listen to Diane.
Um, yes, a little bit. because I don't want me. I don't want to date me. So I don't want anyone that's exactly like me. Why? Because I said a little bit.
Yes.
I think that opposites attract, and maybe I should have said that because what I'm thinking is someone that's just like you. They could be a little bit, some things compatible. Like Ty said, you want that. It all depends in what area, because sometimes you do want someone, like for instance, and this might be just like way out there, whatever. But I like to play games, right? I like to play board games. I want to learn how to play chess. So, Miss, if you out there, I hope you know how to play chess. But anyway, I like to play chess. I mean, I have a lot of board games, so I would like someone to be like that. They want to play games, and then in other areas, I don't want them to be like me, because then I feel like where I'm weak, you strong. So we both gonna be weak together. That's not going. That's not going to work out. So some things, more opposite than more the same. In certain areas. I don't want it where, and I'm not a person that do this, but it might be a person, all they eat is chicken. So, you got somebody, all they eat is chicken. So when y'all go to the restaurant, y'all not trying nothing new. So I want them to be, you know what I mean? That might sound crazy, but you meet people and they are exactly alike. They think alike, they do everything alike, they got the same. No, I want some adventure, something different, something intriguing. Just want to let them know. You hear what I'm saying? So
I guess
in
that's
addition to having a house, car, and a job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Those
So
three
the way
things.
Diane put it would be based on personality. Your personality would determine if you believe that opposites attract. Because some people want somebody just like them.
Absolutely.
They can live in harmony like that with somebody, being with somebody that's just like them. So,
Yeah. So that's my take on it. Yeah. Okay, Devonia, it's your turn.
Yeah, I know. Because that's why I told you don't have.
Karen said, stop talking about your uncle now. That's when you leave him or her alone.
That's when you leave them at home. Because I don't want to give it like a cop out type of answer. So I'm going to say this. I believe fundamentally, two people have to have things in common in order to move forward.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like foundational type things, So there are some things that we have to have in common in order for us to do life together. There's some things that we have to believe in order for us to be. How can two walk together except that they agree? So there's some things that we're going to have to agree on in order for us to move forward. For example, we need to agree on whether or not we might want to have children. If we're thinking about it,
Absolutely,
we need to agree on how we're going to spend our money. How does that look? What does that look like? We need to agree on, do you believe in God? You need to believe in God. I can't be with an atheist, and I'm talking about God and scriptures and things like that. So I believe fundamentally there are some things you can't be opposite on if you're going to build a life. These are my beliefs. If you're going to build a life together. But when it comes like to those little things, those little personality things, you can work through those things. Those you like board games. I don't like board games, but I'll play some with you. That's some things that you can compromise on. But there are things in life that you have to know and you have to agree on in order to walk together in life. Because you're not gonna be able to walk together except that you agree on these things.
Absolutely. That was deep. I didn't go that deep, sis. I didn't go that deep.
There thinking like I'm talking on the surface.
Me too. She went all the way. You went all the way. You went beyond the skin. You went to the soul. And I agree with everything that you said. Okay, with the job, the car, and the apartment. Okay, because that's right. No, but everything that you said, you are 100% on point. We got to come to the table. That's where, and I always say this, that's where conversation comes so that you can see and hear and you guys are, you all are talking, or me and them is talking, wherever you at. But when y'all are talking and y'all are discussing these things, then you could see where their head is and they can see where your head is and see if the pieces fit. If the pieces don't fit, sometimes you got to just be able to say, it's okay to dismiss, just, to part our ways, but we can still be friends. We might not be able to live together, but but people do not have those conversations in the beginning. So he might want kids and you might not want no kid, but you want to get married, but he want to get married, but you don't talk about that. Then when you get married, he like, when we gonna have a baby? You like, I don't want no kids. But y'all never had the conversation. So we gotta make sure that we have those conversations so there's no surprises. Right. But sometimes people do not want to have the conversation because they feel like, I don't want to lose them.
I don't want to rock the boat.
Yeah. Well, guess what? You already rocking it.
Rock that boat. Rock it.
You rather rock it and capsize before you get too far into the ocean. Or rock it when you didn't get in the ocean. Now you didn't.
And tip the boat over.
Okay, right. So which one?
Yeah, I mean that's a big one. Because other than that, if you're talking about marriage or whatever, something like that, you're going to end up with divorce. Our kids is a big issue.
Yes, it is.
You can't disagree on that and talk about we get married. No, you can't.
And even I'm gonna tell on myself. I was when I was married before Mr. Milton. I got married, and I didn't get married because I loved them, but I did. This is the thing. I did have the conversation. I said, I'm leaving New York. I'm taking my boys, and I want to leave New York. Didn't know exactly. Had 3 places to go, but anyway. And people feel like, because now we're gonna get married. She's not gonna go nowhere. That all was a negative. And even though they went before me and they went to prepare everything and then for me to come, but then you came back and said, oh no, it ain't working. You ain't going to be. No, I told you that I was leaving with my 2 children. Yes, you're my husband now, but I promise you this, if you don't come, you'll be left. And not trying to be funny or being mean, but that's what I did. You know why? Because we had the conversation. This is no surprises. I wanted to leave the city. I needed to leave for my boys. And to me, that was their life. I needed to leave. They were 9 and 5. But you tried to manipulate me and thought you would come first and say, go first and say, it ain't no good there. Let me tell you. No, let me test the waters for myself. Okay. I said I was leaving. So I'm just saying that, I left. What?
So you had that conversation first, though?
Yes, I had the conversation first. And then they said, well, I'm going to go first and set up everything. Okay. But you came and it wasn't comfortable for you. Okay. So you came back to New York. So you weren't making... You didn't really want to leave. You was being manipulated. You was doing some kind of, like they say, some shady stuff. But God said leave. I had to leave, and I did what I had to do. And if I had to do it again, I would do it again. I'm not saying for other people to do that, but more than anything, have the conversation, because later on, no one could ever say to you, we never talked about this. We talked about this 25 years later. I'm in North Carolina.
Oh boy, if we can talk about Monday, we're going to talk about marriage. I got so many things. I have so many things within my brain when you talk about
that was good.
We can't talk about that because we're at the end of the show. And remember last week we went over, and I was like, "Oh, if Todd was here, we wouldn't have went over." See how she popped that thing up there, like, okay. Yes. So when Todd said, "We are not going over," we have been talking about it for weeks, but we're still talking about it. If you know anybody, or if you are creative and you create songs, we're looking for a theme song for Ladies and Lyrics. It can be reggae, rap, gospel, R&B, whatever you do your thing. Send it in to us at ladiesandlyrics3@gmail.com. It's been such a great show. I told y'all I was on fire. I mean, Ty and Diane, they just give me so much energy when I get on with them. And but Ty is gonna make us wrap up on time tonight. So I'm gonna say we'll see y'all next week back here on Ladies and Lyrics. Oh, Diane has
one second. I have something to say. We need the audience to choose
we do
a song
from yes, thank you, Diane. Yes. So you all know the fourth Wednesday is when we do Viewer's Choice. So we need you to think about a song from a soundtrack, a movie, one of your favorite soundtracks, or a song from a soundtrack from a movie. Submit it to us so that we can play it on the fourth Wednesday of the month, our Viewer's Choice. Somebody do that. 2 people, 3 people. I'm challenging you. We have some regulars on here. Y'all send us some music from soundtrack. Who's gonna do it?
Yes.
You got
Put
us
it in the comments, or you can email us or inbox us.
Email, however you want to send it. Go ahead and send it to us.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
We'll see y'all back here next week on Ladies and Lyrics.
Yes.